In February 1870, U.S. Congress authorized the War Department to take weather observations at key marine ports, assigning this function to the Army Signal Service. Little meteorological science was used to make weather forecasts during those early days. Instead, weather that occurred at one location was assumed to move into the next area downstream. The National Weather Service in Paducah, Kentucky, had its origins in Cairo, Illinois, as a signal service station.
Sergeant Henry Fenton of the U.S. Army Signal Corps recorded the Bureau's first weather data at 3:36 p.m. Thursday, June 1, 1871, at the office which was located at the Old City National Bank building on the Ohio River levee. Skies were partly cloudy, temperature was 84 degrees after an overnight low of 78 degrees. Winds were northwest at 7 miles an hour, and barometer read 29.91. The Weather Office was moved to the Custom House in Cairo in 1877.
In 1891, the agency was moved to the Department of Agriculture and became known as the Weather Bureau. Realizing that the Weather Bureau played an important role for the aviation community and therefore commerce, in 1940, President Franklin D. Roosevelt transferred the Weather Bureau to the Department of Commerce, where it remains today. In 1970, the Weather Bureau was renamed the National Weather Service. Daily operations at the Cairo Weather Office ceased in 1987, and the office officially closed in 1990 after nearly 120 years of service.
In 1984, a new temporary weather service office, a double-wide trailer, opened here at Barkley Regional Airport. The office consisted of 6 staff members. 4 of our current employees worked at the trailer and refer to themselves as the Trailer Rats. A WSR-74C radar was installed at the airport to improve coverage for the region, then was replaced by the WSR-88D in 1994. In February 1995, the current NWS Paducah facility was built, and the staff increased to 21 to handle additional forecast functions. Today we have a staff of 26, which includes a meteorologist in charge, 12 forecasters, an electronics systems analyst, 2 electronics technicians, an information technology officer, an administrative assistant, a hydrologist, a science and operations officer, a warning coordination meteorologist, an observation program leader, 2 hydrometeorological technicians, and 2 interns. Most of these staff members are here today, so feel free to chat with them to learn more about their duties.
Our office routinely issues 7-day forecasts for 58 counties extending across portions of southeast Missouri, southern Illinois, southwest Indiana, and western Kentucky. We utilize a wide array of the latest technology. We use a system called AWIPS, Advanced Weather Interactive Processing System. AWIPS allows forecasters to integrate all resources, such as radar, satellite, and forecast model data, in one convenient workstation. We use a program called GFE, Graphical Forecast Editor, to continually update the 7-day forecast as new data arrives. Other routine products we produce include the area forecast discussion, forecast graphics, regional weather summaries, hazardous weather outlooks, climate data, short-term forecasts and graphics, and river data, including precipitation, river and lake stages and changes, and 3-day forecasts for 30 locations on 12 rivers. Aviation products are issued in support of commercial and general aviation in the area. We produce terminal forecasts for airports at Cape Girardeau, Missouri, Paducah, Kentucky, Evansville, Indiana, and Owensboro, Kentucky. In addition, fire weather products produced by the National Weather Service in Paducah are used by many agencies, including the U.S. Forest Service. 2 of our forecasters are also trained as incident meteorologists and may occasionally be sent out to assist with wildfires or other incidents. We also provide Decision Support Services, or DSS. We assist other government agencies in making critical decisions, such as briefing an emergency manager about incoming thunderstorms during a chemical spill, or being on location during the 2011 flood.
The primary reason for the existence of the NWS is the protection of life and property. NWS Paducah accomplishes this task with non-routine products, including watches, warnings, and statements for a variety of weather types. Examples include tornadoes, severe thunderstorms, flash floods, river floods, and winter weather. Warnings and advisories are also issued for hazards such as high winds, excessive heat or cold, dense fog, frost, and freezes. The Paducah office is fortunate to be assisted by many volunteers. During severe weather, ham radio operators take up position in the WFO and communicate with NWS-trained spotters watching storms in the field. There are approximately 3,500 trained storm spotters in the Paducah CWA. We also have a network of around 80 cooperative observers in our area who are vital assets in ongoing climatology for the U.S. Our office is staffed 24 hours a day, every day of the year, with at least 2 staff members present at all times. During severe weather, staffing is significantly increased from the normal complement to properly handle the event. Post operations are sometimes just as busy, gathering late reports, organizing the data, doing media interviews, and conducting damage surveys if needed.
Products created by our office are available via the Internet, commercial TV and radio, and private services. Most TV and radio stations contract with a private company that collects and distributes National Weather Service data. Public products created by the National Weather Service in Paducah can be heard 24 hours a day on NOAA Weather Radio. You can program newer models to alarm only when a warning is issued for the county or counties you select. National Weather Service Paducah broadcasts on 11 different transmitters, which you can learn more about in the National Weather Service tent outside. Our office also heavily utilizes social media to disseminate information. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We receive storm reports and other information through these networks. This greatly expands our visibility to the public. On occasion, a multimedia video may be created or a conference call held to highlight an upcoming major weather event.
Employees are constantly training to sharpen skills and gain knowledge on the latest ideas in meteorology. Staff members periodically attend conferences, and numerous internet-based courses are required as well. We utilize the WES, a weather event simulator, to review past events to improve our skills and do local studies. Staff members can also attend classes at the National Weather Service Training Center in Kansas City. The tour will now move to the operations area, where you will see where your forecasts and warnings are created.